Good afternoon. My name is Sienna Piercy, and I'm a graduate student at Colorado State University. Today I'm going to be presenting on one of the ongoing studies in our lab funded by the Institute of Cannabis Research entitled Exploring Alcohol and Cannabis Co-Administration in Human Participants. To give you some background, cannabis is the most commonly used drug among people who drink alcohol. However, we don't currently have any laboratory studies that have examined the effects of high-potency, legal market cannabis concentrates in combination with alcohol. Also, all previous co-administration studies have always administered alcohol prior to cannabis, and we don't currently have any research on the effects of administering cannabis prior to alcohol. And then lastly, we don't currently have research on how cannabinoid content impacts alcohol-cannabis intoxication. So the two primary aims of this study are to look at the effects of order on intoxication, so alcohol before cannabis or cannabis before alcohol, and then also to explore how cannabinoid content impacts alcohol-cannabis intoxication. One of the reasons why there is so little research in this area is that federal restrictions currently prevent researchers from administering legal market cannabis products to participants on a university campus. So a few years ago, an innovative solution was developed by researchers at the University of Colorado Boulder in conjunction with NIDA that actually allows researchers to travel to participants' place of residence and conduct observational research in compliance with federal restrictions. So with this innovative procedure, participants are actually able to consume high-potency legal market cannabis products in their own home, and then they can immediately come out to our mobile laboratory, which we park in their driveway or outside of their house, and they're able to undergo testing in our mobile lab. And again, this solution was developed by researchers at the University of Colorado Boulder, and it was brought to Colorado State University by Dr. Hollis Carey, and it was adapted to include alcohol administration. To give you an idea of the study's experimental session timeline, prior to the participants' mobile laboratory appointment, they complete their informed consent and all of their screening procedures online. And then they're also asked to go to one of our local partnership dispensaries and obtain one of 4 different concentrate products. These products include a THC dominant concentrate, a CBD dominant concentrate, a concentrate that has a 1-to-1 ratio of THC and CBD, and a placebo concentrate. And all of these concentrate products are in the form of a vape pen. Also important to note is that researchers and participants are both masked to what product the participant is receiving from the dispensary. On the day of the participant's mobile laboratory appointment, we arrive at their place of residence in the mobile laboratory, and we ask the participants to come out to the mobile lab and complete some baseline measures, including a blood draw. And then participants are either administered alcohol before cannabis or cannabis before alcohol. So we have 2 different order conditions here. And then after the alcohol and cannabis administration procedures, we collect measures of both objective and subjective intoxication every 30 minutes afterwards. And this whole procedure takes a total of roughly 5 hours. We also collect blood again at 2 hours post-alcohol administration and again at 4 hours post-alcohol administration. The measures of subjective intoxication that we're collecting are mood, positive and negative affect, drug-induced euphoria, and somatic effects of alcohol and cannabis. And then the objective intoxication measures that we are collecting are breath alcohol level, blood cannabinoid level, heart rate, and motor and balance control. As previously mentioned, we are still in the beginning stages of data collection, so we are not able to conduct analyses at this moment. But to give you an idea of our analysis plan, we will be completing multi-level structural equation modeling to look at both person level and momentary level effects. At the person level, we aim to look at group comparisons between the potency conditions and the order conditions. And then we also aim to look at the interaction between potency and order of alcohol cannabis administration. And then at the momentary level, we will be looking at how study outcomes change over the course of 9 different assessments. Again, we are collecting measures of objective and subjective intoxication every 30 minutes following alcohol and cannabis administration, so we'll be able to see how that changes over time. So in sum, concentrates are becoming extremely popular in legal markets, particularly in the state of Colorado, but our current research is severely lacking. We have very little research on the acute effects of concentrates in combination with alcohol. So our study is the first to investigate the order effects of alcohol and concentrate co-administration across legal market products that have varying levels of both THC and CBD. And this has some more important harm reduction implications for individuals who both drink heavily and use cannabis. For example, it could help people with timing their alcohol and cannabis use, and then it might also help people with selecting what types of cannabis products they'd like to use while they're also using alcohol. Thank you so much.